A lone candle burning provided light for Alexa Hyde to explore. It was the dead of the night and there were people sleeping in the guest rooms. This was a new place, not one dear Alexandra could wander aimlessly into. She read the letter from Aunt Emily. It was on Alexandra's dressing table. It stated Aunt Emily's will, the state of the inn and the condition to keeping the inn. So, little Lexi fancied herself as an innkeeper. Alexa thought, this should be interesting. I think I will explore and stick around a bit. There were so many things to tackle here. She searched her trunk for clothes. At least the sisters bothered to haul her belongings everywhere they went. She hated borrowing Alexandra's skirts. Alexa put on a shirt, her fitted plaid vest, tailored trousers, thick knee-high boots and a cap to tidy her hair. Time to go to work, she whistled. Upon cursory investigation, Alexandra's little inn was in a state of utter disrepair. Everything was old and chipping away. The dining room tables were mismatched and so were the plates and the cutlery. There was not much of it but there were guests in the rooms. This must be near a main road. The rooms are nearly all occupied. She considered. There was potential here but it needs some improvements. Cease what you are doing and turn around slowly. A man shouted in warning. Alexa was in the smoking room, fixing chairs and tables. Her hammering must have caught Samyon's attention. Turn around slowly, boy, and tell me what you are doing here. You look rather suspicious sneaking about in the dead of the night. Alexa turned round and flashed him an innocent smile. What on earth? You are not a boy. Who are you? The man stared at her, wide-eyed. Fancy me for a Toby, will you? She smiled at the man. Her voice was deep and sultry. The man was a handsome chap, dressed in a loose shirt tucked out from his trousers. He looked delicious, Alexa decided. A fireplace poker was gripped between his hands. Did he think she was a thief? Oh, she was going to set him straight. Before Alexa could say anything, they were interrupted. Alexa! You are here! Amanda shrieked. She ran and hugged the woman tight. Hey there, little carrot. Did you miss me? She asked. It was always a pleasure to see little Amanda. Alexa gave a heartfelt hug back to the little girl. I heard hammering. I thought it was a thief walking around the house. When did you get here? I thought Lexi would never call you, Amanda said. She was excited. Alexa smiled warmly at the little girl and hugged her a second time. I missed you. I would never stay away long. I was fixing the tables. Sorry about the racket. Amanda, who is this creature and why is she creeping around the inn at this time of night? Dunstan interrupted them. Amanda straightened herself. Alexa, this is Mr. Dunstan Draycott, Aunt Emily's nephew. Mr. Draycott, this is Alexa Hyde, our cousin. She is here to help us, Amanda introduced. She looked to Alexa expectantly. Aren't you? Alexa smiled. Her little sister was worried. Yes, I am here to help. I only got the short version from Aunt Emily's letter. Lexi left it on the dresser for me to see. You will have to fill me in. As for Mr. Pompous Draycott picturing me as a thief, I was rearranging the smoking room to accommodate for cards in the evening. No creeping involved. Cards? What do you mean accommodate for cards? Dunstan demanded. She decided he was a sweet man, innocent of cards and drinks. Well, no matter, she can corrupt him later. I'm having a cards room here by tomorrow. She swayed her hips at his direction. You'll turn this place into a cards room? That is how you are helping me in? Dunstan asked. He could not believe it. Then again, if you were related to Alexandra Jekyll, the woman must be a little out of her mind. A little out of her mind, but she was very delectable. Whoever this creature was, Dunstan thought, she was delectable. Just you wait, Draycott. It will be all hunky-dory. This cards room will bring in guests and much added income. This place needs a fixing and Alexandra is not charging enough to cover for anything. Alexa Hyde pulled dusty red sheets and put them on a pile to be laundered later. She eyed Dunstan who was scrutinizing her. Alexa smiled at him. I admit this place needs fixing but that doesn't mean you have to turn it into a den of travesty. Alexa laughed. "You're overly dramatic, sir. I'm just trying to liven the place up. Listen, you. This inn will soon be mine. Those two girls cannot handle it, and in the next season, I will run it successfully. Do not you ruin it." Dunstan said, angrily. He did not like the concept of a cards room. "So, you will cause trouble for my cousins to fail?" "I beg your pardon. I am not the one causing trouble. I was only trying to be helpful. That prideful cousin of yours is the one pushing me away." Dunstan was affronted. "Really?" he muttered. "You are not. I can tell. You do not have the bullocks for it." She blew. Her little sister gasped. "Alexa. Lexi will scrub your mouth for a week." Amanda reprimanded her. "Been there, done that. Just wash the soap with a bottle of good red." Alexa Hyde laughed and went back to rearranging the cards room. "If she can wake up. She is soused at the moment. I cannot say I blame her." "You two need a lot of work, Carrot. So you have come to really help? You have a plan?" "Lexi didn't want to call you. You know, she wanted to do everything herself." Amanda was all full of hope and desperation. Alexa smiled and kissed her cheeks. "How very Lexi. Yes, little girl, I do have a plan, and it won't get Lexi kicked out of a posting again. I've been looking around here thinking what a dump this place is, but then I know how much you needed a home. I'll never do anything that would harm you. You know that. I like to tick off Lexi now and then, but never you. Now, go on back to bed, rest up. I'll do my best here. We'll catch up soon." Amanda gave her one last hug and raced off to bed. She slept on a cot in Farah's room to keep an eye on the sick girl. She gave one last lingering look from the stairs before heading up. After the smoking room became the cards room, she turned her attention to the sunny parlor. She took notes until it was sunrise. All this time, Dunstan stayed watching this intriguing woman. She was so different from her cousin. She was so outrageous in appearance and demeanor. This Alexa Hyde was a seductress in men's trousers. She swayed her hips when she moved, looked so sultry even in a man's clothes. How unreal. "Now then, time to tackle the snakes," she said. "Snakes?" Dunstan asked. "The snakes in one of the rooms. They are still there. I saw them as I was exploring the whole inn. I do not think those are Lexi's special guests. She got a sack and a gardening thong. She is not going to go at it. I'd better do it so the room can be readied for its next occupant." Dunstan followed Alexa in the third-floor east wing. She opened the door and picked up snake after snake with the gardening thong and put the snakes in the sack. After ensuring no snakes were left, she tied the sack and left it near the kitchen door with a note for Latimer to release them in the woods. She left Dunstan to find her bed. The sun was rising.